Hi everyone, we're here at Vida Pilates today. We're going to be doing a mat flow, helping to increase our spinal flexion through our thoracic spine. This video is per request of Helen Coots out in the Caribbean with Floating Yoga School. Hi Helen. We're going to get started with warming up our spine before we get into our main exercises. So we'll start seated on our mat with our legs about hip width apart, or just about as wide as your mat is fine. Bring your arms right out to the sides, sitting nice and tall. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, you're going to begin to crawl your fingertips forward as you fold over like you're hugging over a giant beach ball. Then inhale, restack your spine, one vertebrae at a time, sitting nice and tall. Again, inhale, grow tall. Then exhale, begin to crawl your fingers forward, stretching up and over your imaginary beach ball. And then inhale, restacking the spine. So the goal of this exercise is not to just completely fold over. You want to have this scooping sensation up and over. Again, the focus is on the thoracic spine, gaining that flexibility. One more time. Exhale, crawl forward. Inhale, restack. We'll lift our arms up to the side and we'll take saw. Taking an inhale, rotate to the side. Exhale, same idea. You're going to fold over your imaginary beach ball. Don't just collapse over your leg. Take an inhale, restack your spine, stay twisted, and then exhale back to center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, fold over your leg. Inhale, restack the spine. Exhale, back to center. Two more times. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, saw off your pinky toe. Inhale, restack your spine, stay twisted. And exhale, center. Last time to the left, inhale, twist. Exhale, fold. Inhale, restack. Exhale, center. Our last exercise warming up the spine is spine twist. Bring your feet all the way together. Flex your toes to the ceiling. On your first rotation, we're going to rotate maximally. So exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Taking it to the left. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. So check that the feet don't start to turn with the rest of your body here. So we're focusing on keeping the pelvis grounded to the mat. One more time on each side. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Now that our spine's all nice and loose, we'll start with our hardcore exercises for our mat series today. So legs together, arms coming straight forward in front of you, palms facing down. Take an exhale, begin to roll down one vertebrae at a time onto your back. Inhale as your arms reach to the ceiling. Exhale as you nod your chin towards your chest and begin to roll yourself all the way back up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, melt down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms reach for the ceiling. And exhale, nod your chin and roll yourself all the way back up. If you want more of a challenge, lift your arms up, biceps by the ears the whole time. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift your head, roll yourself all the way back up. One more time, nice and slow. Really hitting each vertebrae down onto the mat separately. And exhale up. Good. We'll stay on our back on this next one. You can keep your arms to the ceiling. We'll bring our legs up to tabletop. Your knees are going to be right over your hips. Your toes are pointed. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, bringing your arms down by your sides, and we'll take this into the 100s. Pumping the arms, breathing in through the nose for 5 counts, and out through the mouth for 5 counts. We do that 10 times, that's why it's called the 100s. Reach your legs out straight, keep going. Be sure to really pump your arms with a lot of resistance here. So triceps are pumping down, those pecs are pumping up. Last big inhale through the nose. On your exhale, bend your knees into tabletop. Lift your hands to your shins. We'll move into double leg stretch. Inhale, arms and legs extend. Exhale, circle back to the shins. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, circle. So notice the upper body is staying in flexion the whole time. I'm not lifting and lowering my head. I'm staying put. We'll take it into single leg stretch. Extend one leg straight as the other knee comes in, and then switch and switch. Still being sure to stop your knee above your hip joint. Those abdominals should really be on fire. Mine are burning. Thanks, Helen. Keep going with your legs. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Take crisscross. Opposite elbow coming towards opposite knee. Twist and twist. A lot of people start to go wrong by bringing their knee way too close to the body. So make sure it stays right over the hip joint here, not too far in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, rest down. Moving on to rollover, legs will extend straight. You want to find a nice imprint with your lower back so you're not arched here. It's super glued to the floor. Your arms are down by your sides. Taking an inhale, lift your legs to the ceiling. Exhale, roll all the way up and over. Tap your feet on the floor. Lift your legs parallel to the ceiling. Separate them and flex your feet. Then begin to roll down one vertebrae at a time again. Lowering the legs back to 45 degrees. Point the toes and bring the legs together. Inhale, legs lift. Exhale, roll all the way over, tap the floor. Lift the feet. Flex them and separate, and then start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Point the feet, bring the legs back together. Now we'll reverse it. So start with opening the legs. Exhale all the way over, tap the floor. Lift, close the legs, and again roll down. One more time here. Flex your feet open, all the way up and over. Lift your feet, close them, and melt the spine down. Taking it into corkscrew. So it's a similar exercise. If rollover was really hard for you, just stick with that. If it was a piece of cake, take corkscrew. We roll all the way up and over. We lift the legs up parallel to the floor. You're gonna start by angling your hips off to one side of the mat. Draw a giant letter U with your legs and come up and over the left side. Lower your hips down the left side. Draw a giant letter U, and come up the right-hand side. Then you just keep alternating like so, kind of like a boomerang, going up and down the same side that you came. Press down firmly through your triceps, and keep your neck and shoulders relaxed as much as possible. Last one, end with your legs parallel to the ceiling. Take an inhale through your nose, and then exhale, slowly melt down one vertebrae at a time, and bend your knees to your chest and rest. To get us to an upright position, we'll extend our legs long along the floor, reach the arms to the ceiling, flex your toes. Take an exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and roll yourself all the way up. Moving on to half roll back, bend your knees, your feet will be just about hip width apart. Your arms come forward, and you're gonna round through that thoracic spine. This is done on a little bit quicker of a pace. You're gonna exhale, roll, inhale, reach fingertips forward. Exhale, roll, inhale up. So this is what the movement is gonna look like. Once you've got that motor pattern down, you can go a little bit faster. Again, really scooping through the belly and keeping your shoulders away from your ears so it doesn't start to turn into this wide collarbone. Squeeze your glutes. You're gonna feel this quite a bit in the lower abdominals right below the belly button. 3 more. Then coming all the way up. Taking into the whole half roll back with obliques, palms will face in towards each other. Exhale, roll back. You're gonna open your arm and twist. Inhale, sit back up tall. Exhale, open your arm, twist, eyes follow the hand. Inhale, sit up tall. So again, we're really focusing on rolling through the lower back and keeping the upper back nice and round as well. You always have even weight through both of your sit bones, so your pelvis is not rocking and rolling side to side. One more on each side. Last one. Making our way back onto our back. Extend the legs straight, arms forward. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down, and then just place your arms down by your sides. Bring your legs to tabletop. Find a nice imprint with the lower back. Legs will start at 45 degrees. Inhale, legs to the ceiling. Exhale, roll all the way over, tap the floor. Bring your hands to your sacrum. Fire the glutes and the abdominals to lift the legs straight up to the ceiling. You're not on your cervical neck, you're resting on your shoulders. Taking an inhale, you're gonna switch the legs. Exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So you're inhaling as the legs pass, double pulse exhale on the way as you scissor. Then you want the legs to be equally as far apart as one another. So one leg isn't like coming really far down and the other leg staying up. It's a nice even distance between the two. One more on each leg. Bring the legs to the ceiling. We'll take it into bicycles. So this one can be a little bit tricky on the brain. We'll take an inhale as we scissor the legs. You're going to bend one knee, thread it through, and extend both legs straight. Bend the knee that's closest to you, thread it through, and straight. Bend the knee closest to you, thread it through, and straight. If this is really confusing, don't worry about it. Just do scissors. It's just if you want more of a challenge. Now we'll reverse it. So bend the knee that's farthest from you, and then switch. Bend, switch, bend, switch, bend, switch. Last one. Then bring both legs straight up to the sky. Arms come down to the sides. Take an exhale, roll your spine all the way down, and just hug your knees in and rest. We'll flip onto our belly, so just go ahead and rock yourself all the way up, and we'll lay down onto our belly. Separate your feet just a little bit wider than hip width. Allow your legs to laterally rotate so they're turned out from the hip joint. Bring your hands right to the front of your forehead, elbows wide. Taking an inhale, lift your chest just a few inches, hovering off of the mat. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale to lift, lengthen. Exhale, lower down. A few more just like that. While you're performing this exercise, think of pressing your two hip bones and pubic bone firmly into the mat and reaching your legs long so there's energy and life in your legs. The next one will stay lifted. Take it into breaststroke. Reach your arms forward on an inhale. Exhale, lift a little higher as your hands sweep to your hips, and then come back to your forehead. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lift, and then inhale back to the forehead. So the most common error with this exercise is the pressing of the belly into the mat. It causes you to lose your abdominal engagement. If anything, you want to feel like you're lying on an imaginary ice cube and it's really cold, and you're pulling your belly away from the ice cube as you lift. One more here. Then just plant your palms down, press yourself up onto all fours. We'll take a nice little cat and cow stretch. Inhale, tilt your tail, lift your chest, cow. Exhale, round your spine, push the floor away for your cat. One more time. Inhale, tilt your tail, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine, push the floor away. Tucking the toes under, lift the hips up for a nice downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, take whatever movements feel good. Walking your hands all the way back to your feet, keeping your head down. Soften your knees, pull your belly in tight as you slowly roll yourself one vertebrae at a time all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders down, and you're all done. Thanks for joining us here today at Vida Pilates. Hopefully your thoracic spine feels a little bit more stretched out than it did when you first started this exercise. We'll see you next time.